Okay, what is going on, everybody? Hello, hello, and welcome. How's everyone doing today? Hello to everyone watching this on live stream, and of course, people who are watching this on demand on YouTube. However, if you are watching this on demand on YouTube, you may not realize, but I am actually streaming an hour early today, an hour earlier than usual. Typically, I start streaming between 12:30 to 1 p.m. Pacific time, and I stream till about 5. Today it's earlier. Today it's 11:40. Well, it was 11:30 when I turned the stream on. Now it's 11:48 as I start the pre-stream. How's everybody doing? How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Why am I starting early? Well, it's because in 4 days, folks, that would be October 4th, I am taking time off from streaming. 4 straight days I will not be live streaming, okay? And FYI, why? Well, I need the time off. I've been incredibly stressed out recently. Mostly because of stuff behind the scenes. It's not because YouTube. It's not because of Twitch. You know, things have been going good. If you actually take a look at, for example, stream attendance, people participating on those streams with things like cheers, subs, and tips. Even YouTube has been up. Not a lot, but YouTube has been up a little bit compared to how bad it was during the summer. And with all that being said, you know, for me, it was going positive, and then boom, this kind of personal stuff started happening behind the scenes to me, and I can't really talk about it because I don't really have an update for you. It's now been almost 2 weeks since I kind of started revealing this stuff to you guys. I still don't have any update. Still, I'm still waiting. The worst part is just waiting and being uncertain about what's going to happen in the future, for sure. Yeah, and honestly, you know, a lot of stuff's been going on, and it keeps me up at night sometimes. Last night was up really late. I was up till 6 in the freaking morning, man. Just couldn't get to sleep because of shit going on behind the scenes, and it sucks. But it's my reality, at least for a while, I guess. Excuse me. I don't really know what else to say. It's just, you know, my life situation right now kind of sucks. I mean, the good news here is that I'm having a lot of fun with work recently, okay? I'm having a lot of fun with playing all the new releases of the fall, and I hope that you're enjoying watching me play the new releases of the fall, okay? I am. And the way this is going to go is, like I said, I'm going to be streaming extra. I'm going to be streaming earlier every single day for the next 4 days. So today, tomorrow, which is Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, all 4 days, I'll be streaming an hour earlier than I usually do. So around 11:30 a.m. is when I'll start the stream. The stream will be going about as long as usual. All right. So. Yes, folks. Why am I doing that? Because I'm taking time off this week. I need the time off. I do. I need a little bit of relaxation. I need time away. What I'm going to be doing during this time off is several things. I'm going to be getting peace of mind and trying to unplug from the internet a little bit, even though it won't be completely unplugged, just to stop worrying a little bit about everything with gaming and with my, you know, my daily streams and all of that. Just kind of relax for myself. I'm going to clean the house a little bit because now I haven't really cleaned the house significantly since July, and it needs it. So I'll be cleaning pretty much the whole house. I'm going to be going out and looking for a Halloween costume for the upcoming Halloween Horror Marathon, which, as long as everything goes according to plan overnight, folks, will be happening. It's actually going to be tomorrow when all the pledges for the September pledgees will be processed, and therefore, hopefully by the end of tomorrow, I'll have a definitive answer on if we're doing the Halloween Marathon or not. Right now, it looks incredibly likely that we are, okay? It actually looks like as long as nothing goes wrong, and the pledges all process, and we don't get a ton of declined pledges, we will definitely be hitting the Halloween Horror Marathon goal, okay? So that's a good thing. So I'll be looking at Halloween costumes and stuff like that, all right? Also, during that time off, I'll be possibly making a new pot of Italian sauce. I figured it might be this time to do it, since if I do it during the time off, it won't interfere with the upcoming crazy amount of streaming that I'll be doing of all the new releases. You know, I was thinking about it. And I was like, man, that would actually kind of suck with all the new games. There's 6 AAA titles coming out in October. There's Middle-earth's Shadow of War, The Evil Within 2, South Park: The Fractured But Whole, Assassin's Creed Origins, let's see. Shit. Oh, Mario Odyssey, and Wolfenstein: The New Colossus, all coming out in October, in addition to the fact that, I will also be starting up my Spyro Patron's Choice playthrough, Spyro 1. And, you know, I may be doing fighting games from time to time, probably Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So there's going to be a lot of fun stuff going on in October. It's going to be a crazy, jam-packed month full of brand new AAA releases that I get the feeling you guys are going to be really excited to see. But that being said, it would kind of suck if, while I'm covering these releases, I have to have a day where every 20 minutes I have to go stir the sauce. You know what I mean? That would be pretty interrupting. So, I actually think, excuse me, that I'm going to be making the sauce during my time away so that it's done with and I don't have to take a whole day to do it. Okay? Sound good? I think it makes sense. It's not like, it would be one thing if this was like the summer or whatever, or we weren't covering so many new releases, but the last thing I want is to fall behind or have a stream where we're covering new releases and then it ends up being like really distracting that I have to take breaks so frequently, right? Whew, yeah, nearly 400, Pray for Rock just said it, nearly $400 worth of new games in October. Really it is when you think about tax and everything. It pretty much is going to come to about $400 of new games I need to buy in October. Alright, so that's why I'm taking the time away. I'm going to get a lot done, hopefully, during these 4 days that I will not be streaming, okay? So that's this Wednesday, the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. I will return on the 8th with a stream. I promise you I will do a stream. I'm not sure what the stream will be yet. But I'll think about it, obviously, during the time off. I want to see how stuff goes, too, because right now I'm playing Cuphead. That's what today's first stream here is. And I'm also playing MVC Infinite. If I finish up Cuphead early, I'm debating checking out this Fortnite game that came out for free on consoles. I'm thinking of maybe trying it out for a session or two. Some people have been asking me to play it, saying that it's very similar to PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which I have not played. So it might be a good opportunity for me to check that out, and then I don't know what people are going to want. You know, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see what happens in the next, you know, few days to determine what exactly I will be playing when I come back from my time off, okay? But I'll have more details on that as time progresses. So that'll be the 8th. Yeah, the 8th of October I'll return and I will do a stream. And then after that, boom, that's it. 2 months, folks. Constant streaming. You know, every day, double streams. You know, with the exceptions being maybe a day when I have to go grocery shopping or whatever. But every single day is going to be crazy double streams. You know, it's going to be very, very busy around here. Let's put it that way. So, we'll see what happens. So let's talk. Today, Cuphead. Yesterday, I played Cuphead. I really liked the game. Although, I'll be honest with everyone, the game did whoop my ass in certain stages. Certain bosses really were very difficult. And at this point, it now seems to be taking about 30 minutes to beat most bosses. Which is fine, because the game is just boss rush. That's pretty much the whole game, with a few, stages that are more traditional side-scrolling platformers, right? There are stages in the game that are like that. But for the most part, the game is a gauntlet of bosses, right? So I'm liking it. And today's going to be more of that. I'm sure I'm going to have way more deaths. As of yesterday, I think I had like 70-something deaths. And I'm in World 3. I believe that there's 4 worlds, from what I'm going to understand. I think there's 3 full worlds, and there's kind of finale, like a final boss gauntlet rush or something. I don't know. I haven't gotten there, but I'm just going off what people have been telling me. So I guess we'll see today and go see how it goes. I might finish this today. I don't know. People are saying the game honestly is only around 6 hours long, but if you're worse, if you die a lot at it, it could be upwards of 8 to 10 hours. It depends on how long it takes you to beat the stuff. So if I do really well today, chances are I'm beating it on this stream, okay? If I don't do really well, and I suck, and I'm, struggling with it big time, then obviously I might not beat it today, and I may have to do like a shorter stream to finish this up before I take my time off, okay? So we'll see how long it takes and go from there. Now, tonight, folks, I will be returning to Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I will be doing another set of ranked gameplay. I know I haven't done any ranked gameplay since, what was it, Wednesday? So some people are already like, oh, Phil played against fans, and the fans weren't as good as the people in ranked, and then Phil played Venomous Fat Man earlier in the week, and he wasn't that good. It's boring. Well, I'll be playing ranked tonight, okay? It'll be about a 2 to 2.5 hour stream. We'll see how much fun I'm having doing it, which, who knows, because I really don't have much fun playing that game. But I'll be doing that tonight to get another session in of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite gameplay, okay? That'll be tonight's stream, starting between 7:30 to 8 p.m. Pacific time. I hope you'll join me for that, okay? Tomorrow, folks, tomorrow, I am going to be doing Ultra Street Fighter 2. It's been a while. It's now been 3 weeks since I played the game, because last week I played MVC Infinite. The week before that, I played the Dragon Ball Z Fighter beta, both of which, were fun to do, but I wanted to do a session of Ultra Street Fighter 2 to get a lot of videos saved up, so that over this week, while I'm away, I'll have a bunch of extra videos to upload. So right now, I've actually got two batches of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite saved. The batch that I fought against Venomous Fat Man, and then the matches I did against the viewers this week. Plus, I figure, with Ultra Street Fighter 2, I'm also going to have extra videos of that, because I always do a million matches of that. So what I may actually do is, over the next couple of days, whatever I play, save it up, and then kind of slowly release all those videos over the course of this week when I have the time off on YouTube. I'm enjoying a Mountain Dew Kickstart Midnight Grape flavor today, by the way. I definitely need it after my 4 hours of sleep. Okay, so that's the plan, folks. That's the plan for the next few days. And then, obviously, Monday, Tuesday, I'm playing by ear, because I don't know if I'll have finished Cuphead or not. If I did, like I said, maybe I'll play this Fortnite Battle Royale. Maybe I'll start my Spyro playthrough. I don't know. I'm going to play it by ear, and we'll see. Okay? Dickweed is asking, am I going to play Marvel during my time off? My goal is to play nothing during my time off. My goal is to literally unplug. Meaning, even though there will be new videos uploading every day to DSPGaming, I don't want to be plugged in to the point where I'm constantly social media and playing games and all. No, I mean, for me, the playing of games is my work. So for me to take 4 days away the goal would be to not do any of that. Okay? I mean, I'm even not even going to probably play my mobile games. I usually play mobile games at night to just kill some time before I go to sleep. And I'm probably not even going to do those. I'll probably just step away from everything to just kind of relax. And do other stuff. I already told you there's going to be a lot of other things I'm going to be doing. So. Alright, so enough about that. Now let's talk very quickly about some things going on, and then a little bit of plugs, and then I'll do some shout-outs, okay? Alright, so first of all, as I mentioned, folks, Patreon. As of 2 days ago, we hit the funding goal for this month, which is great. It's tremendous. I'm very happy about that. See, I knew the Halloween goal was a good one that people wanted. The problem was motivating people to pledge to Patreon when I know there's other avenues that people are contributing. For example, cheering or subbing or tipping me on Twitch. I get it, okay? But the Patreon is still important. It's something that I got to try to motivate people to pledge to every month. And what I need to do is work on good goals. So, FYI, the next few months, I will be having some pretty unique goals coming up that I think people will want to contribute to, okay? And I'll announce that as soon as I get back from my time off. I'll be announcing the goal for the month of October, okay? Now, allow me to explain, because some people are very confused and don't understand how Patreon works, even though I've pretty much explained it till I was blue in the face at this point, but people, apparently, it doesn't stick. It goes in one ear and right out the other. Right now, my patron says, oh, it's $870. Well, the reason it says that is because I believe there were 4 people who did relatively large pledges, and they did that specifically for this month because they wanted to see the Halloween goal happen, and then they lowered their pledges down to more reasonable amounts. You know, I'm going to pledge $50 this month. Okay, but I don't want that next month too, so let me lower it down to $1 or $5 or whatever it may be. Because the way the Patreon works is when you raise your pledge, it auto charges you that amount on demand, like right then, boom. And then it will show as part of that monthly goal. But if those people didn't lower their pledges by the end of this month, then what would have happened was they would have been recharged for that amount on the first of the month. So imagine that. Oh, I upped my pledge to help Phil. 3 days later, you get charged again. The same amount. You're like, whoa, wait a minute. I didn't mean to do that. And I warned people about this 2 days ago. On Twitter publicly, and people listened and lowered their pledges. So that's good. I didn't want a mistake to happen, because that has happened. There were people who pledged and then got double charged, and then I had to refund them the money, and that's no fun thing, trust me. Having to try to get the money refunded, especially because the way I have it set up is that the money auto withdraws right away to my PayPal so that I can put it right into my bank account and pay the bills. It was no fun task trying to refund a certain amount of money through PayPal so then I could then refund it through freaking Patreon. It was a nightmare. It was not fun, okay? So that being said, even though the Patreon is showing a low front-facing number, that's not correct. As long as everyone's pledges who have pledged as ongoing pledgees this month do go through, then it should be fine. We're going to hit the goal, okay? And that means that people will be able to nominate and vote on horror games, people who pledged, by the way, people who pledged for the month of September, and they'll be voting on the category of costume that I'll be wearing for Halloween, which, like I said, this week I'm going to go out and see what Halloween costumes are available in my area to create a few generalized categories, and then people will vote, and then whatever category wins, I'll go out and buy a costume from that category, whatever's the best one. What I'm hoping is I can get that by, hopefully, the 2nd to 3rd week of October, so that way the costumes will still be in stock. What I'm nervous about now is because, see, this is why I wanted to do the Halloween goal in August, because it would have given me tons of time to do the voting first, and then I would have had a whole month to go get my costume. Now it's going to be down to the wire. I don't even know what's available. I got to go out and see what's available, make the categories, make the poll. You guys are only going to have like a week to vote, and then I'm going to have to run out and buy it, because if I don't, all the good costumes will be sold out. Sadly, that's what happens with Halloween costumes around here. And that's why I wanted to do this a month early, but it didn't work. We didn't hit the funding goal in August. So we'll see how it goes. But yes, FYI, folks, if you pledge in the next 12 hours to my Patreon, that's all you have left as of right now, 12 hours, because it has to be by the end of September 30th Pacific time. You could still get in on the Halloween goal if you want to nominate and vote on the horror games and vote on the costume. If you pledge $5 or more to my Patreon in the next 12 hours, you will still get in on that goal, okay? So please consider pledging if you have not. It's a good thing. It helps me out. It helps me with the cost of video games. I mean, like I just said, $400 of video games I have to spend in the month of October. It helps me with the cost of electricity. It helps me with the cost of my internet, which, by the way, costs about $400 a month, no exaggeration. It's actually over that after tax and everything. It's aided me in doing dramatic improvements to the business over the years, and it keeps me going. I rely on that Patreon income every month. So please consider pledging if you have not. Thank you to everyone who has. And keep in mind, you get other cool perks, such as getting your questions answered on my bi-monthly show, Ask the King, or even getting a private Q&A video made. You got some lower level goals as well, such as maybe getting a text or verbal thank you in my videos and stuff like that, okay? Yes, people still don't believe that it's $400 a month for my internet. It is. That's business class internet, folks. Just the internet in my office. This is the highest level internet that Comcast allows. It's unlimited data cap. the highest possible upload and download speeds that you can get from Comcast is about $300 a month. It's just under that. I think it's with taxes, it ends up just being under $300 a month. And then downstairs, I have a slower internet line, and that one's for all my wireless devices. So for all of my streaming services on my TV, for my phone to be used, throughout the house, my laptop, all that stuff connects down there to the other internet line. Because if I only had one line, it would actually negatively interfere. Imagine if, I have my phone and other stuff on while I'm streaming, it would fuck everything up. That's why I need to have the 2 lines. So there you go, folks. Yeah, that's the cost of my internet. It's pretty expensive, isn't it? No, the 1 line is not enough. I just explained why 1 line does not work. And someone in the stream chat says, isn't 1 line enough? Oh, my God. You got to unplug it. You got a lot of earwax in those ears, man. You got to go get yourself some cotton swabs. Clean them out. I just explained why I need 2 lines. Okay. All right, everybody. So that's the deal. Thank you for those who are supportive of Patreon. I appreciate that. And, there you go. 12 hours left if you want to get in on the Halloween event, folks. 12 hours left. All right. There's also my Teespring. You can buy some pretty cool t-shirts, merch, especially right now. It's autumn in a lot of places, including here. It's cooled down by 20-some degrees here in the state of Washington in the last 2 days. So, woo. It's a little chilly. It's a tidbit nipply. And you may want some warmer clothes, like a sweatshirt or a hoodie. All that stuff's available on my Patreon. Oh, my God. All that stuff is available on my Teespring store, folks. So check it out. And if you're interested and you do purchase something, I get a significant commission from anything you buy from my Teespring store. So please give it a look. Last but not least, ladies and gents, if you do cheer, sub, or tip me during the course of today's stream, you will get an on-screen pop-up notification. If you do either a 50-bit cheer, a subscription where you click on the share button, or a $2 or more tip. All those things, you'll get an on-screen notification. Now, no matter what you do, you'll also get a verbal shout-out. I'll give you a verbal shout-out during the stream. Keep in mind, if I'm in the middle of an epic boss fight, okay, I can't give you a shout-out. I'll do it right after the boss fight ends or in between deaths. All right, fair enough. I'm about to do shout-outs right now, but FYI, right now, if you have the option to do any of these things, and you're wondering, gee, I wonder which one would help fill the most, the answer right now, honestly, is tipping, because tips I get right now, they go right to my PayPal. I can go, boom, put them right into my bank account and pay bills with them, okay? Anything else, like subbing or cheering, is still good, but that's money that I won't see for 2 months. That'll help me tremendously in November, but it doesn't help me right now. And honestly, right now, things are financially tight. I've got about 2 weeks left to get through until I get paid for October's performance. Excuse me, for August's performance. For those who don't know, August this year was my best streaming month ever. It actually surpassed YouTube. So, boom, I'm going to get a nice big chunk come mid-October, and I'll be good to go. Then I won't have to mention to you, oh, I need tips over anything else anymore. But right now, tips really help me because the tips are paying bills, and I've also been using the tips to buy all the new games, okay? So please consider tipping if you have the choice between different ways to, to do stuff on stream here today. Tipping is the one that's going to help me more than anything else, all right? One final thing before we do shout-outs. If you've never been a sub to my channel before, okay, or if you haven't been a sub for at least 32 days, I believe the criteria is, there are half-price subscriptions running through October 2nd, so Monday. If you sub between now or Monday, it's half price. Whether it's the $5 level, $10 level, or $25, it's half price, and that's a promotion running only until the 2nd. So if you want to be a sub, you want to get in on the emotes, you want to not have to see ads, especially with all the new games coming out in October, it'll be a really cool time to be a sub. By the way, for people who are subs right now, all right, there's a new emo made by Popsicolo. It's the fun, sarcastic emo, which, I say from time to time in playthroughs. I say, oh, that's supposed to be fun, or wow, this is really fun. When I'm being sarcastic, obviously trying to say it's really not. It's supposed to be fun, but something in a game really isn't. It's more tedious or annoying than anything else. So people seem to like this saying that I say, and it's become an emo, a new emo, all right? So You can use it. There it is. People are using it right now in the stream chat. Current subs. So please consider becoming a sub if you have not. Half price until October 2nd. Okay? All right. Time for shout-outs. Now, one thing I am going to say here, folks. All right? This is a new practice that I need to institute because the past few days it's been pretty bad. I noticed there's people who keep asking me tons of questions, and it's not like a yes or no simple quip question. It's like, here's a question that's super involved, and it's going to take Phil 5 minutes to answer when he's supposed to be playing a video game with a 10-bit cheer attached to it. I can't do that stuff, guys. You know what I mean? Like, the entire stream can't be me just answering 10-bit cheer questions. And I've been noticing a ton of these again recently. This was a problem during the summer, and I calmed it down, and now it seems to be creeping up again. I'm going to say that if you're going to do a 10-bit cheer, it's much appreciated. If you have a comment or something you want me to read, that's great. But please don't ask me these big, elaborate questions with 10-bit cheers attached. I can't be constantly stopping the gameplay of a stream to answer 10-bit cheer questions. Same thing with pre-streams. I can't do a 45-minute pre-stream because 25 minutes are me doing a Q&A session when Ask the King is coming in October. That's the whole point of the show. Okay? That's my ongoing Q&A show. That's the time to be asking those kind of questions, not now. All right? So, honestly, not that I would never answer questions on a stream. I will. It's all subjective. If there's a big opening or if it's a pertinent question, then probably I would answer it. But, you know, honestly, for a 10-bit cheer, that's basically just spamming at this point. And I don't want the streams to become pure spam of answering questions, okay? So, you know, honestly, I would think if you're going to ask me a question with a detailed answer, you know, 50 bits or more would be more appropriate. You know, a cheer that at least the cheer would get on the stream as a message on screen. You know what I mean? At least it should qualify for that. Okay? All right, so first of all, once again, shout out to Golden Colts who did a bunch of cheering overnight. He did what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He did about 800 bits overnight. Thank you, Golden Colts, for that. I appreciate that. Also, Jack Spartacus cheered overnight, and he said, Cuphead really isn't my cup of tea, so have the bits I would have given you if it was something that I liked. I guess Jack won't be here today. So he did a 100-bit cheer overnight. Thank you, Jack Spartacus, for that. I appreciate that. Okay. Now for shout-outs from the current stream. We've got Alexander Rossi, who did a 10-bit cheer. He says, 4 hours of sleep. Brunel feels bad, man. Yeah. Certainly, I wish I had gotten more sleep. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I really do. It sucks. It's reality, though. Honestly, I don't feel tired. Don't ask me why, because I thought I would. I thought I would wake up today feeling tremendously tired. And I'm actually not, for whatever reason. I'm not. So that being said, I'm going to do my best in Cuphead. We'll see how it goes. Okay? YOLO Dopper did a 10-bit cheer saying, I heard a lot of people are moving over to VidMe. You should look into it. I know all about VidMe. VidMe is not like YouTube. VidMe does not run advertisements. You cannot make ad revenue on VidMe. VidMe only does subscription-based earnings. So, for example, if I were to put my videos on VidMe, I would say, all right, but you have to pay $5 a month, and then you can see all of my videos on VidMe. Now, let's be honest here, folks, all right? I'll be very honest here. I'm sure there would be some people who would do that. Some people who would be willing to say, oh, well, screw YouTube. It's been screwing Phil over. Let's do VidMe, all right? And pay $5 a month to see all my content on demand on VidMe. However, I'm pretty sure that it would not be the equivalent amount of people who actually watch my videos on a monthly basis on YouTube, and I wouldn't make as much as the ad revenue as I'm making on YouTube. Okay? It's that simple. I just wouldn't. How many people realistically do you think would pay $5 a month to see all my videos? 100? Maybe 200? Let's even say, folks, the same amount of people who pledge to my Patreon would do this. So let's say it would be around roughly 200 people would pay $5 a month to see my videos on VidMe. So that's what, $1,000 a month? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to lie to you. I make more than $1,000 a month on YouTube. If I only make $12,000 a year, I wouldn't be able to have this nice house. I wouldn't even be able to pay the fucking internet bill. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm one of these YouTubers who has millions of subs and I say, screw YouTube, I'm going to go to VidMe and, you know, immediately 20,000 people sign up. So they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. That's not going to happen with me, folks. So, yeah. In that regard, it's not going to happen. It's never going to work. You know, for me, the reason that my formula works is because my stuff is free and everyone can see it for free, right? I've never hidden my content behind a paywall. It's always been free for everyone to watch equally on the internet. And then, if you optionally want to pledge to my Patreon, or you optionally want to cheer on a stream, or you optionally want to do any of these things to contribute, you can, and that's the model that's worked for me. So, taking all my stuff and putting it behind a paywall is not going to work. The other thing is, think about how stupid this would be. How could I use VidMe subscription-based content when I stream live anyway? What people would start doing is just ripping my streams and putting them illegally on the internet and say, why would you pay to subscribe to VidMe when you could just watch them for free here because we steal them? So, not going to happen. Not going to happen, folks. Shout out to Atlas Telemon, who did a 500-bit cheer. He says, do you apply button-up or negative edge inputs when you play fighting games on a gamepad instead of on a fight stick? There are certain situations when I do, okay? However, I haven't really done so in many or any recent fighting games at all, alright? Basically, the way it works is, for older games, I might use negative edge, but I have not actually applied this to more modern fighting games. It's more like classic Street Fighter 2. There's certain situations where I'll use it. But I've never tried to apply it to them. In fact, if it exists in modern games, I usually disable it. Because when I'm just trying to learn a game from the ground up, I don't want to accidentally be getting moves when I release a button. Okay? So there you go. Hella Brew did a 10-bit cheer with a crazy conspiracy theory. I love these. So let's go ahead and read the crazy conspiracy theory for the day. Ready? You're stressed because your health insurance company jacked up your premiums to a near unaffordable amount due to the uncertainty regarding whether Obamacare will get repealed or not. I'm not going to lie, folks. My health insurance cost does go up every year. In fact, I won't even exaggerate, or I won't lie to you. I'll tell you exactly what it's been. 2 years ago, my health insurance was around $200 a month, okay? But it didn't cover anything. If you remember, when I had that issue with my foot 2 years ago, where I had high acid levels in my body and I had to go to the doctor and get this anti-inflammatory and all this blood work done to figure out what the hell was going on, it covered nothing. I ended up paying over $1,000 out of my pocket for the doctor visit and the couple of tests and the drugs. And by the way, I never even got all the drugs. I only got half the prescription because I couldn't afford the rest of it. That's how expensive healthcare is in America. Okay? So what I did is, last year, I said, all right, I'm going to up my coverage so that hopefully the drugs will be covered. And if I do have to have additional tests or doctor visits, they'll all be covered. So my coverage went up by almost $100 this year. Now I'm paying almost $300 a month for health insurance. And I'm going to be real with everyone at this point now, because I'm in such a financial bind. More than likely, I'm going to have to lower my coverage next year back to the shit coverage that covers nothing. Because I can't. That's another $100 a month in my pocket that could be paying my bills and helping me out. And I haven't used my health insurance since 2015 because I know it doesn't cover anything and I don't have the money to go to the doctor anyway. And by the way, in America, because of Obamacare, I'm legally forced to buy health insurance. I have to get it. If I don't get it, they bill it to me anyway. They bill a penalty every year for not having health insurance. Because that's how it works, is the people who have no income or low income get free health insurance because I pay for it. That's how Obamacare works. There you go. But anyway, no, that's not what happened. At all. That's not the situation going on behind the scenes whatsoever. I mean, realistically, even if my health insurance doubled, that's what, a couple $100, you know what I mean, extra a month? That's not going to make or break me. That's not going to be what's stressing me out so much. Why would I lose my house because of a couple $100 a month? You know what I mean? That's not the deal. All right, Atlas Telemon did a 50-bit cheer. He says, I'm not bashing, but these kids these days don't know what it's like having no internet, no mobile phones. They are helpful, but also create stress. Excuse me. Shout out to AES0411, who did a $1 tip. He says, it would be a good idea to try the new free mode of Fortnite sooner rather than later. I know you want to play Battlegrounds as a Patreon goal, and Fortnite will help you decide if you actually like the game before playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. There you go. Shout out to C-Dick, who tipped me $5. Thank you, C-Dick, for the $5 tip. Shout out to Owlman555, who did a 15-bit cheer and said, Japan is killing us big league. Their internet is insanely fast and lag-free, and their trains also go like 300 miles per hour while I was struck at like 50. Yeah, in a lot of ways, Japan is a lot more technologically advanced than we are. However, that's actually because in Japan, the country, the actual government owns everything. They own the infrastructure of the internet. They own the infrastructure of transportation. It's all government controlled and owned. While in America, we believe in free enterprise and competition, and we don't believe that it would be beneficial for the government to control all that stuff. A lot of people have hypothesized that if in the United States, if the federal government owned the internet, they would censor it. They would make it even worse than it is now. They'd put data caps on everyone. They'd censor the things that you can look at on the internet. There's basically a lot of worry about that. And that's why we have companies individually competing with each other. And that's why we have this freedom of enterprise in America. If we had a national infrastructure for these things, it probably would be a lot better. But at the same time, would we have these censorship issues? Who knows? So, I don't know. It's a double-edged sword. Shout out to CM Fool, who subscribed to the channel for the 10th month in a row. Thank you very much, CM Fool, for the resub. Shout out to the 51st Dragon, who did a 100-bit cheer and said that my Patreon is now under $200 under the goal. I already explained this on pre-stream. I'm not going to explain it again. Don't worry. We are, as of right now, set to hit the goal. What we need to happen is the people's pledges that are the monthly ongoing pledges to clear. And once they do, if there's not a lot of decline, we should be good to go. Okay? Fair enough? I already explained this. I'm not going to go into detail again. And shout out to Golden Colts, who did a 200-bit cheer. Said, hey, Phil. What's up, Golden Colts? Again, shout out to Golden Colts, who's been doing overnight cheers for me, and I really do appreciate it. All right, folks. Finally, are we ready? Are we ready to start? I'm ready for Cuphead. I hope you're ready for Cuphead. I don't foresee this stream going longer than 4.5 hours of Cuphead. I mean, people are saying the game's 6 hours long, and I already paid it for 3. You know what I mean? Unless I really suck at the end, I'm thinking I might beat it today, but I guess we'll find out. All right. Thank you, everybody. It is now time for more Cuphead, baby. Yeah, baby, you know you like it. You know when you put something in my cup, baby, yeah. Whoa. Stir my cup up. All right. Thank you, everyone. Here, let's start.